3 episodes, 3 trades, a clean trigger, a delayed trigger, a swept trigger. Every episode so far has ended with an entry. This one doesn't. Price reaches the zone, candles form, the session plays out, and at the end of this video, there is no trade. If that sounds like an anticlimax, it is. That's the point. This is episode 4, the session with no trigger. And it might be the most important episode in this series.
Quick context. This is a US 30 Dow Jones 4H chart. Daily bias is bearish, price is in premium, and we have a 4H order block with an FVG overlap inside the OTE band. Same as every previous episode, the 4H liquidity sweep above this zone already fired. 6 of 7 boxes ticked. The only thing left is the 15-minute confirmation. Exactly the same starting point as episodes 1, 2, and 3. Hold on to that. Same starting point, 3 different outcomes so far. Let's see what this one gives us.
15-minute chart. Price enters the zone. First candle, small, indecisive. A tiny body with short wicks on both sides. Not a pin bar, not an engulfing. Doesn't qualify, doesn't fail dramatically. It's just nothing. Second candle, slightly larger, but it's a continuation candle in the same direction as the move that brought price into the zone. No rejection character at all. Also nothing. This is candle by candle, and so far, there is nothing to discuss.
Third candle. And this one actually has a longer wick. For a moment, it looks promising. The kind of candle episode 2 trains you to take seriously. Wick to body ratio? Let's check. It's close, maybe just over twice. But the body? It closed almost exactly in the middle of the candle's range. Not in the lower half required for a bearish setup, not in the upper half either. Dead center. That fails the close rule even more clearly than episode 2's near miss. This one isn't almost. It's a clean no.
Candles 4 through 7. I'm going to move through these quickly because that's the honest pace of what happened. Candle 4, small range, closes inside the previous candle, an inside bar, but there's no breakout candle after it that closes through its boundary, so it never completes. Candle 5, a bullish candle, wrong direction entirely for a short setup. Candle 6 and 7, both small, both indecisive, neither with any wick-to-body relationship worth measuring. None of these candles individually deserve more than a few seconds of screen time. That itself is the lesson. And then price leaves. Candle 8 closes outside the zone entirely, moving away from the OB boundary. The window has closed. Not because anything went wrong, because nothing happened. 7 candles inside the zone, 0 of them satisfied the rules from video 9. This is what step 7 of the top-down framework, the confirmation step, actually looks like when it doesn't deliver. The zone was real. The confluence was real. The setup simply didn't complete.
So what do? You close the chart.
That's the entire instruction. Not wait for the next 4H candle and hope it sets up again at a worse price. Not drop to the 5-minute and see if something's there. The 7-step framework asked one question at the final step. Is there a valid confirmation candle? And the honest answer was no. A no at step 7 is exactly as valid an outcome as a yes. You move to the next pair on your watch list, or you close your charts entirely. Both are correct. Forcing a trade here is the only incorrect action available to you. That's the drop-down series. 4 episodes, 4 outcomes. A clean trigger, a delayed trigger, a swept trigger, and no trigger at all. All 4 started from the exact same place on the checklist. All 4 were handled correctly. If you've watched all 4 episodes, you now have 4 real reference points for what the final step of the top-down framework actually looks like.
including the outcome most courses never show you. If there's enough interest, this series may continue with new scenarios. For now, that's the set. Links to all 4 episodes and the full series playlist are in the description.